been a bit. This is NXO or NecroXO dolls. My name is Chloe. Hi. So I actually started recording a video prior to this one. Started recording yesterday actually. And then my boyfriend entered the office where I was filming, and I don't know, I don't like filming when there's other people who can hear me. So we're doing this instead. And when I post that video, which is, it's a collection tour. It's sort of like an apartment tour as well. Just cause like I have dolls and figures everywhere and trinkets. So yeah, look forward to that, and beware that I will be repeating stuff for the context of this video, and then I'll be repeating stuff in that video, but that video I recorded first, so it's more like I'm repeating stuff, and I won't do that. I won't do that to you. This is a really cozy video. I miss doing these, honestly. So grab your mug. I think this is I think I'm using the mug that like I used in the last video. That's funny. One last thing in the intro. She is here not because she's a ball jointed doll or a mechanical jointed doll, but just because I love her. And I guess she's technically strong. I'm gonna stop with that train of thought. But yeah, she's here because I thought she made for a really good size comparison. And these two, Charlie, that's her name, and Shell, they can't be away from each other for very long. They're like best friends now. All of my dolls are equally, well, I don't know if I can say equally, sorry, I do have favorites, but they're all significant to me. They all play a very important part in my collection. The type of doll does not matter to me. I know like a lot of people can be weird about this in certain spaces. The word elitism gets thrown around a lot. The reason why I'm doing like a ball jointed doll and mechanical jointed doll collection specifically, my dolls are like my workhorses, particularly these dolls, and they're also like the most customizable. I think that's it. Like that's what draws so many people to this type of doll. The fact that ball jointed dolls and also mechanical jointed dolls, which I just lump together, who cares? They're like blank canvases, and so they're great for character creation, story creation, yada yada yada. A lot of self-expression there. So that's why they're like their own thing, but I have a full like collection tour coming up. So yeah, that's that whole spiel. Anyway, onto like actual like what you came here for. She is a Parabox Obitsu 40 centimeter body with a Parabox new Angela head. I don't think they make this, I could be wrong, I don't know. I don't see this head around very often, so I don't know if they still make it. But yeah, I spruced her up a bit. She has eyelashes now, and I added some more color to her face because I got this doll right when I was first getting into ball jointed dolls, and I think that would have been like 2015. Actually, maybe 2016 is more accurate. My dad got her for me. I'm forever grateful, and I love her so much. For a while, and I mean like a long time, I didn't give her much attention at all because she has always meant to be, she's always been the kid version or like teenage version of a very, very important character to me. Her name is Sharon. It's so hard to explain this story. Maybe I'll read like the summary of it from my Den of Angels. But basically, this is the child version of the reincarnation of the goddess of love. in my story, which is actually the source of my channel's title. NXO stands for Necro XO Dolls. Necro XO will be a webcomic in the future, most likely, hopefully. I've been writing this story since I was in, I don't know, early middle school, maybe just before middle school actually. So she's really important to me. She's gone through a lot of iterations. Like I was saying, I didn't do anything with her for the longest time because to me, this doll was already complete. I was like, I'm never gonna change her, like I'm never gonna wipe her face up or her body blushing. I thought about it many times, but it's just her. Like this is Sharon. But I don't like having a doll like stagnate. Like I want to be able to play with them or, you know, improve my skills by like repainting them every now and then. Her, I'm like, nah, like this is just what she looks like. And also I wasn't very good at painting dolls before, so she's probably hella stained, especially considering that she's made out of vinyl, but I'm never gonna sell her, so it's fine. Yeah, she was basically finished, in the wise words of Ampacaro. She was just trying to have fun with one of her new dolls. And then suddenly, this, like, how do I put this? This urge, this voice in her brain was like, that is actually the character you've been trying to shell as a doll for a long time. And she was so disappointed in herself because she was like she couldn't get rid of the idea, but she wanted that doll just to like dress up and have fun with, you know, like not be relegated or chained to a certain character and has to fit that character's style, personality, etc., etc. And then another malicious voice went into her head and was like, your stories are where your dolls go to die. That video, oh my god, has anyone else seen that video? Were you guys around for Denali Wind, Ampacaro, Swans, Pinot Noir ice cream bar? I miss I miss that 2010s era of BJD YouTube. But anyway, she said that and it stuck with me literally for like more than a decade. I have that voice all the time and I always try to fight it because I know that if I have that mentality, like your doll is this character, end of story, until you finish writing that story, yeah, I don't know, it just becomes less fun, not only to play with the doll, but also to work with the character. And so I started playing around with her some more, and then I was like, you know, I always wondered, why haven't I just made an adult version of her and then kept the kid version? For some reason, I never pull the trigger. Never, ever, ever. Same with her love interest, or well, it's more accurate to say the other, like the deuteragonist, the other main character in this story. He is the reincarnation / the god of death. So love and death, necro, death, XO, love, trademark. I never pulled the trigger on him either because I've always been like, okay, well, they're not gonna be able to go with each other very much, because she's really short. She's 40 centimeters. She's an MSD, or she's a 1/4 scale doll. And I knew that I wanted the story to be like 1/3 scale, and all of the male dolls would just be ginormous and would make it sort of like an awkward situation. And here's the thing, I have a really tall boyfriend and I'm a really short girl. I'm like 4'10", and that actually, of course, like fueled the designs of these characters. That being said though, I know a lot of people don't take too kindly to an extreme height difference. So yeah, I've just never pulled the trigger. And I always kept telling myself it was that and like money and space, etc., etc. But then I was like, is that why? I thought about it recently as I've been playing with my dolls a lot, actually. I've been having a lot of fun. And I was looking at her as I was like dressing up my other dolls, and I was just like, I think you're the reason why, actually. I saw her and I was like, no, you're the reason why. I swear to God, it's the dolly psychosis. And take that however as you will. She is my most stubborn doll. It's like, she has to be the character or no one can. Which, you know, funny enough, very, very befitting of Sharon. She's a very, the character in my story is very stubborn, very blunt, doesn't really get social cues, but cares deeply. She's an extreme empath. And I know that's like, nowadays people use the word empath as sort of like therapy speak, weaponized, but I mean like literally, like she is the type of empath who cares too deeply, who sacrifices herself, who hurts others, honestly, hurts those she loves through her self-sacrifice. Particularly Odo. Odo is the name of the reincarnation of the god of death. She be hurting Odo's feelings because she's always putting herself in danger. She's always willing to help others before she'll help herself, and by proxy, him. So, you got the point. She's very stubborn. She's a strong-willed woman. This doll is like, I'm Sharon. You can't have another Sharon. I'm Sharon. Because I'm Sharon. You are. I was like, I give up. Yes, you are. And I was feeling really nostalgic too, because she's got that big-eyed, like, anime doll look that a lot of people in this hobby, I believe, like, must feel very nostalgic to. Think Volks. They still have really big eyes. You know, very cutesy, almost sort of like chubby faces, but with like pointy noses. Think like the original CP Delphs. I want one so bad. The original CP Delphs, they were like bobble-headed, and they had these huge eyes. No offense, Miss Leash, she's the look-back version, so she doesn't really have that going on, but you get what I mean. That very nostalgic doll look, she has that. And this woman happens to be her daughter. So as you can tell, she's like a giant compared to her, which is funny, because she's only like 54 centimeters tall, which would be like, what is that, like would that be around like 5'3", I think? From 1/3 scale to actual human person scale, I think. I could be wrong. So that just goes to show how short she is. So I was like, okay, you're Sharon. You're the girl. And I dressed her up, more like an adult, not like a kid. With the thought in mind that, like, I stopped growing when I was, like, in 8th grade, I'm pretty sure. Well, at least my height. That stopped for sure. Maybe when I was in, like, high school. But regardless, I've always been short when I was a kid and as an adult. And there are more kids who are taller than me than not, I think. And so I was like, there's nothing wrong with being super duper short. Like, short queens rise up. Short kings rise up as well. Short they, thems. You too. Yeah, I was like, she can be short. She can be short. She is short. But then I was like, But I don't know, there's something just a little bit off. Maybe if she was just a little bit taller. If she was a baller, sorry. Maybe if she was just a little bit taller. Maybe if she had a more, like, womanly figure, because this body is very childish. Again, this will sound extremely awkward. The goddess of love. When I picture her, I picture her being like kind of thicker. Like I picture Sharon becoming this goddess into her adulthood. She gains weight. She looks like she could bear a child. Looks like she could be the very mothering type. Basically, I was just like, I think your body should look more adult, essentially. But I still want her to be shorter than Charlie. Charlie, her daughter, is canonically taller than her. I've decided I want to get her a super dollfy cute body, at least just to try. And it can be as yellow as butter, because she's as yellow as butter, like I said, probably super stained, and that's the reason why that can't all be blushing. And then I might even mod her to look really truly like an adult. And then I want to try this head, because I feel like that's where Sharon's soul is. It's this head, this sort of sweet but almost like kind of unreadable face, with a sort of like quirky, almost creepy, cute vibe. So yeah, that's Sharon. That's Diam Masalanta, the goddess of love. Bunch of names for her. Around the same time that I got her, and I mean like actually like literally at the same time, they were in the same box, I got this curly. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, I don't know if there's anyone out here watching this video who has been watching me for a long time. If you are, I love you. Then you know that this head didn't belong to this body. This is obviously a Calico Critter dog head. I made some really weird, like, funny hybrids. And I'm obsessed with them. Honestly, I could never get rid of these. So yeah, that's their backstory. I still have to, can you believe it? I still have to come up with names for, she's got a sister, for these two. Right now I just call them the twins. This is the other twin. She is on an Obitsu 12 or Bitsu 11, I think. I think it's actually 11 centimeter body. When I tell you I was obsessed with Obitsu, it's another very nostalgic doll company for me. Bro, I was obsessed. So, yeah. There you go. Even though she has her flaws, which I am dealing with currently, I still love my other little doggy twin. You might be wondering what this is. She is a bodyguard, and I'll try to put like a picture or a little video here of where she is displayed at my little dollhouse. Yeah, she is the bodyguard of this little girl, my Pookie Pookie Pong Pong. Here's another doll if you've been on this channel for a while. I believe she was actually my first YouTube video, her unboxing, I mean. This is Charlie. Well, she is my Feeple 60 Moe look back leash. So the renewal version of the leash sculpt. She is a doll so beautiful that I can't believe she's mine. And by the way, she also has a gun, but this is like symbolism that's been developed for a while for her. NecroXO is no longer like a super meta story, but when I was in high school, it was like super duper meta. I think right now I write pretty like postmodern, like that's like my favorite sort of thing. It's like irony to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. In high school, I was doing too much. Way too meta that it was almost like, it was exhausting, it was annoying. So the story's no longer as meta and like self-referential, but I did keep one meta item, and I love this. Someone's probably done this before, but her signature weapon is Chekhov's gun. Someone's definitely done that before. I've never seen it in the doll world, so yeah. And yes, in the story, it works like a Chekhov's gun. The gun comes in many forms. Right now I have it as a pistol because it matches her jewelry. She's got so much swagger right now. But anyway, yeah, that's Charlie. She is the daughter of Love and Death. And if you thought Love and Death was a weird pairing, then this will make sense to you. She was never meant to be a god or like a concept being the way that her parents are. They never intended that. They didn't even mean to have her. You can, like, they didn't know that they could have kids. It was just an assumption with Odo being the concept of death. Like, there's no possible way he's, like, fertile, right? Regardless, they were careful anyway, and she still got pregnant. So yeah, she quote-unquote wasn't meant to happen. You can imagine how much that affects her psyche. She's kind of a very crazy girl. Very unhinged. She is the goddess of chaos. She, I thought before, I'm like, oh, she must be like the goddess of life or something like that. And then I was like, you know, let's do something synonymous. She's the goddess of chaos. That plays a huge role in the story. Yeah, stay tuned for that. And tell me if you want to hear more about that story. I have a lot of stuff for this story. I should write more of that. Not until I finish writing 1001 Burrows, which you should totally check out on Webtoon on November 11th. Or subscribe to my Patreon, where you can read the first chapter right now. And support me. Next doll. This is probably a familiar face to many of you, especially if you are, I guess, new in the hobby. This is a penny box onto. She's a 1/12 scale blind box BJD. I say, you know, you probably know of her because if you're new to the hobby, because this type of doll is an incredible starter doll. But because like they're ABS or are they PVC? I don't remember what type of plastic they are. But like regardless, if you're a veteran in this hobby, I would say just try them, man. Like they're quite good at posing. They're so inexpensive. Like so inexpensive, it's crazy. Honestly, I think blind box dolls have really revolutionized this, I guess, industry. I do hope that they work as sort of a gateway drug to help. Gateway drug? That sounds so bad, but you get what I'm saying. I hope they expose just like new people to just ball jointed dolls as a whole to support small artists. And so my favorites will stop disappearing. We are in the BJD apocalypse. Sorry, over dramatic, but I'm serious. Anyway, she doesn't have a name either. My Penny's box doll. I'm struggling to name, honestly, all of my 1/12 scale dolls, but they're like the group of dolls I'd say I play with the most because I just love that little dollhouse. And they have their own story that I'm not like, I don't have like any particular plans to like produce at this moment. And if I do, it'll probably be like maybe like short vignettes, maybe like stop motion vignettes or something, utilizing the dollhouse. I think that'd be cute. Yeah, they all have characters. They all have roles within their dollhouse. She's actually a teacher. She's the educator of this girl, and we will get to her, I promise. Pookie Pookie Pom Pom. We'll get to her. Freaking love her. So you've got the tutor, or the scholarly one, the ranger, or like the protector one, and then this, and then the first doggy I showed you, she is like the sort of like financially minded person of the house. She handles all of their accounting records, she handles the spending, and paying for like the house stuff. A lot of dolls live in this dollhouse, okay? It's like a whole operation. I kind of do want to produce this story now. I think it'd be really cute. sorry, I'm getting off track again. Basically, what I mean to say is, someday they'll have names. If you have any name ideas, I implore you to suggest them below. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, this doll, she's been in a lot of my recent videos, and by recent, I mean, like, the videos I made, like, several months ago. This is my Bunny Maple. She's very sweet. I got her in Japan last year, and I love her. Right now, I call her Rei, for Rei Ayanami, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on this channel before, but I got a lot of special interests, a lot of hyper fixations, in the, like, I mean, in the way you're probably thinking about. I mean, I am obsessed with Rei Ayanami. She has her own shrine in my boyfriend's and my office. And anyway, that's just some background. This girl, as you can see, looks very different from how she did in my last videos. She was then the main character of 1001 Burrows. A very important character to me. Probably the character that's most, how do I put this, like me, like most personal in every sense of the word. You can see she doesn't really look like Ven. I'll put a picture of Ven, the character from the comic, here. Yeah, she looks a lot cutesy, a lot more colorful. It's because she's not Ven anymore. She's a fun doll. I can't believe this. I have a fun doll in my collection, and I've thought several times, like, now she should be a character. But I don't know. I always just want to have fun with her. So this doll, she is no longer Ven for a myriad of reasons. One of which, I wanted to have a ball jointed doll I could just, like, play with. That's in this size, because I just think this is such a huggable size. I love it. But also, she's quite pale. A very important component of 1001 Burrows is Ven's identity. She is a second generation Filipina. She's a Filipino American, which I am too, so you can see where all this inspiration comes from. And as you can tell from me, I'm not pale, and she doesn't look like that. I do have friends who are totally also Filipinos who are super pale, but I know Ven in my story is just not. And also her face is just a bit, how do I put this? It was perfect, but then I realized I don't want to change her face up. So she's just, like, so cute. And she comes across, like, so mild, and innocent. And Ven is a broken woman. And I don't know, I just can't do that to her. So now she is my fun doll, Miss Rei Ayanami. But she's not always, like, dressed as Rei. Sometimes I just have her wear this pink wig. Sometimes I have her wear like a long brown wig, or the dark brown wig that I was using for Ven, her as Ven rather. And I'd say most of the time nowadays I have her as Rei Ayanami from Evangelion. I don't know if I said that already. From the anime. Yes, the anime. This girly was in my previous video. I actually unboxed her in that video. She is my Imomo doll, Mie. So she's another MJD. I love her. She's gorgeous. Her name is Cindy Yearling. And I've talked extensively about my plans for that character. And I think her name is still that, or her character is still that. She might get a name change though. I don't know. I've been kind of thinking about her story more, and I kind of want to incorporate some more, like, topical ideas into her story. Just some stuff I feel passionate about, like, in this world. Of course, you know, that can only mean good things. So her character's been kind of getting overhauled a little bit. That being said though, her doll is I don't want to say complete, as we know that's like the cursed word around here in my collection, but she feels, it feels really good to have her in this state. I painted her, and I'm a bit rusty. I painted her like several months ago, like pretty soon after I got her in the mail. But I think she looks quite good. She has that exactly what I was going for, which is the retro 2000s anime vibe. I grew up with a lot of animes that had those big old bug eyes. By the way, they are in order of when I got them. Just thought I should mention. My last doll and my newest dolly acquisition, my Pookie Pong Pong, named Ube Cake. And again, if you've been here a while, she might look familiar, but also not. So I used to own a normal, a paler skin Pookie Pong Pong. But this character's name is Ube Cake. Again, like my Filipino heritage, my Filipino, like everything Filipino culture, I feel very strongly about, including our desserts. And I don't know, like I could deal her being pale, not looking like the average like Filipina, for a while, because Fairland wasn't selling Pookies for a while. When I saw her in stock at Denver Doll, in tan, it was on site. I snatched her up, I sold my normal skin Pookie, and I was afraid that I would feel, I don't know, that I would feel different about her. Her soul went straight into this girl. She is just the sweetest thing. And I love her so much. I've spoiled her so much with like Obitsu 11 clothes, which all these little ones can share. And also, I carry around this doll with me everywhere. In this little sentiment, this is my everyday purse, by the way. Let me know if you want a what's in my bag video. The inside of this is probably gross. I carry her in this adorable little sentimental circus case. I don't know if I've mentioned it on this channel before, but I love sentimental circus. Like, sentimental circus, oh, when I tell you the chokehold, the chokehold that aesthetic has on me, just like cutesy storybook, very toyetic aesthetics, like, that's my whole thing. I find sentimental circus very inspiring. So when my boyfriend, he's gifted me a lot of stuff, okay? I do have the best boyfriend in the whole wide world, okay? When he gave me this little bag for Valentine's Day, among a bunch of other sentimental circus stuff, I knew a little friend had to go in there. So yeah, she goes in this little bag. It has like 2 little pockets. Sometimes I treat it like it's like, this is like a little bed, and then these are the covers, like this is like the little blanket, and she can like sleep in it. It's so cute. Also, I keep this card in there, which of course, it's a trading card of Rei Ayanami, you guessed it, from the Rebuild movies, which I also like. And one of my K-pop biases. I yapped for like 2 hours straight. Oh my god. I don't even have that many dolls. I guess the last thing I'll talk about is dolls that have been adopted out, that are, you know, going to new homes. So another dolly artist who's pretty popular in this community, Sharon Dolls, or Karen Dolls? Sharon. You know what's funny? Sharon, Sharon Dolls, that name, that's literally her name, and yet I'm having like issues pronouncing it, because I don't know, I have a set name of how I pronounce her name, and I don't know if that's the way you pronounce Sharon Dolls. Sharon Dolls, I watched her doll collection video, and I got so inspired by how loved her collection was because of how tight-knit the family was. Seeing her collection being so small and so loved because it is so concise. I don't know, it was really nice. They also looked really cohesive because she could spend a lot of time just like, you know, making sure that they all looked wonderful together. And my collection actually used to look like that. You can see that in like the first videos I posted on here when I was in my parents' old house. I had a relatively, I will say that, a relatively small doll collection. For someone who's like really mentally ill about dolls, I would say I had a pretty small collection, simply because like I didn't have money. But now I do, and I feel like I've gotten a bit crazy with dolls. I think like as soon as I got a job, I became crazy about dolls. I started buying just whatever I could, and now I don't pay attention to all of my dolls the way I used to. Like I don't redress them as much. I don't like take them around my apartment and just like hang out with them as much. And I can't believe I let this happen. Sometimes I go into my office and I just get overwhelmed. Which is awful. I don't get these dolls just to collect. I get anime figures to collect and look at and not do anything with and just admire. Okay, that's what that hobby's for. Dolls? These are my workhorses. Like, all of them are my workhorses. Like, I love dolls because they're such an interactive hobby. Such a creative, tactile hobby. For me, at least. So, you know, after all these realizations and wanting more money, both to fund my 1001 Burrows webcomic endeavors, particularly advertising, and of course buying more dolls. Yeah, the decision to sell some old friends came much easier than I thought it would. And the process of selling on Mercari is actually really fun. I haven't had any bad experiences so far. Knock on wood. So if you want to adopt one of my old friends from this collection, there are still quite a few up for sale on my Mercari. It's 3 butt dog. It's spelled butt dog, but instead of a B at the front, it's a 3, so it kind of looks like a capital B. I will put that, like my Mercari name and all my socials in the description down below. I would love if you checked out my other socials. Instagram is where I post all of my art stuff, so all updates about 1001 Burrows, any like past projects that I've done, like film, like in film school, paintings, stuff like that, like very like arts in the very conventional sense. Like that's where I put all that. Poetry, I put all that there as well. And of course on Patreon, whatever art you don't see or I'm not allowed to post on Instagram will be on my Patreon. So if you'd like, I would love it if you subscribed to my Patreon. I promise I will make more of whatever it is that you want me to make, honestly. Like, I also take commissions on there, so if you like my art, or you want me to draw your doll, or anything like that, I think I have pretty reasonable commission prices. I would love to draw people's dolls, so, you know, you can do that if you're a member of my Patreon. You can also read 1001 Burrows, of course. That's the main thing I have it up for. And you can support me, as, you know, I do my little dance. Oh, my Reddit. So pretty recently, and like this year, I've been really active on Reddit. I think it's because it's just like a bunch of communities, and I really vibe with that sort of thing. Like, if it's just like-minded people, I'm like not then embarrassed to just like put my feelings out into the ether. So that's actually where I post my doll stuff. I used to post doll stuff on Instagram, but I got like a lot of like IRL friends and honestly mostly acquaintances, and then of course people I've advertised 1001 Burrows to, like a lot of new followers who followed for that, I've got on my Instagram. And so I don't want I don't want to say bogged down, because dolls are, like, Ven is very important to me as a character and as a doll. But you get what I mean. Like, I don't want to clog up. I don't want to fill up their feed with stuff they didn't ask for. So if you want to see more doll stuff, like doll photo stories, doll, just doll photography, doll talk, like you want to see me blab in discussions, like forums about dolls of a bunch of different kinds, then go check out my Reddit. My Reddit also has some other links, like my figure collection. If you're also into anime figures, you can check that out. I need to update that. I also put my Den of Angels on there. Like I said, there's not a whole lot there. I'm pretty bad at using it. I feel like the mods don't like me. I feel like a lot of people feel that way though. Yeah. So I don't post on there super often, but I do want to post at least like all of my ball jointed dolls' profiles. Except of course the ones that are off topic. I have blabbed on for way too long. It's literally been 2 hours. This is actually going to be a colossal bitch to edit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sitting here. Thank you for listening to me yap. It's been a while. I've missed you all. I love talking to you guys in the comments. I've never been really good at making friends, so it's been honestly exhilarating. Just being able to talk about my special interest with people. I don't have any doll friends in real life, so if you're in the Metro Detroit area and you want to have a doll meet, let me know. I just realized my hair is black again. It used to be red in other videos when I was at my old apartment, and now it's black. So I think, do I just look like a floating head right now? Because it's like blending into my turtleneck. Have a great night, guys. Morning, whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much. Those are, tell me what other things you'd like to see from me. Again, there's a collection tour coming up. And I hope you have a great life. Take care!